Hey there, welcome to the next episode of Musings of a Mariner Sojourning in the Land of Woe. This is Christopher Hunt here, your host. Thank you for tuning in. I owe y'all a lot of reviews, uh, but most reviews are you from Last Hitch. I don't have the books with me, and I want the books with me while I'm doing the reviews. But since I've been on here in the last week, I've finished 3 books. Uh, Almost halfway through my 4th book. But now, to be fair, I was about 2/3 through 2 of the books. The books that I had read that I finished reading since I've been on here was this book here, How to Change the World by David Bornstein, Social Entrepreneurship and the Power of New Ideas. Um, this book right here, which I actually read in whole since I've been on here, which is Manifesto, 3 classic essays on how to change the world, authors being Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, Communist Manifesto, Rosa Luxemburg, and Che Guevara. And then this book here, which is by far my favorite of the books that I've read here, one of the favorite books I've read in a very long time, I should say, is Love and Responsibility by Karol Wojtyla, or better known as Pope St. John Paul II. Now, this book here, I want to review it in tandem with another book that I'm hoping to read in the next week or two, which is The Essential Left, which is another set of essays, which also includes the Communist Manifesto, which I'll probably just reread again, just because why not? It's one of the most influential books in the world. So first, I guess I will go ahead and review How to Change the World by David Bornstein. Now, this book right here was really a great, touching book. It was he's talking about what he calls social entrepreneurs. He kind of seems to think that it's a new phenomenon, and he covers many great people doing many great things. And one thing is, it's really not a new phenomenon. In the past, we've always known a lot of the people that were doing these kind of things as saints. A lot of the canonized saints in the Catholic Church would be, by the standards of this book, by this man, would be considered social entrepreneurs, people that changed the world or their area in a very good, positive manner through their ideas and their hard work. And I think that it was just really a fun book to read. It was a really great book to read. It was a really uplifting book to read. I'm not sure I could say that it was really teaching a whole bunch about like methods of doing things. Though I mean, it did kind of touch on some of the qualities of these social entrepreneurs. But I would say it's really a fantastic book. It's a book that I think that probably everybody in junior high, high school should probably read, especially if you're not a Catholic, you're not giving your kids Catholic biographies to read, Catholic saint biographies. The biographies in here are of people doing really, really great things, and people that are very inspirational, and which is what all children really need, a lot of inspiration, right? So I think that it was really a fantastic book. Now, I would prefer you to give your children biographies of saints, like actual canonized saints. I'm a Catholic. I got my brown scapular here. So with that, I would say I definitely highly recommend this book, especially if you're feeling down and you're seeing a lot of the negativity in the news, a lot of people being crazy, a lot of people being angry and violent on all sides of every issue. This is something that maybe if you stop reading and looking in the news while you're reading this book might really do you some good. Unfortunately, I kept reading and seeing the bad things. Need to get rid of Facebook. Facebook is killing me. But now in this book, you know, it really it touched upon so many different things. You know, from different countries after the Cold War fighting for disability rights, or parents who had children with disabilities, or what have you, that were fighting strongly to change the system so their children could live better lives, and then curing diseases, stopping hunger, getting electricity and production out to farmers in Brazil. But overall, this is really a good, inspiring book. I got it expecting it to help teach me how to better fulfill my role in the American Solidarity Party as National Committee member, growth and outreach. I can't say that it did that for me, because it really didn't, but it did help me in the sense that I've kind of been lulling in this depression, and I think this book kind of helped me to not go too deep into that depression, because you see, hearing good people do good things. Well, anyways, thank you for listening to my review, and y'all have a wonderful night, day, or whatever it is for you. God bless you, and thank you for listening to Musings of a Mariner Sojourning in the Land of Oak.